Welcome to the world of Maker's Mark, a premium bourbon whiskey renowned for its smooth flavor and rich heritage. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Maker's Mark has been crafting its distinctive bourbon since 1953, and today we're taking you behind the scenes to explore how millions of bottles are produced each year. But what makes Maker's Mark truly special? It all starts with the ingredients. Unlike many bourbons that use a high percentage of rye, Maker's Mark opts for a softer flavor profile by using red winter wheat in its mash bill. This choice contributes to its smooth taste and unique character. In this video, we'll follow the journey from grain selection to bottling, showcasing the meticulous processes and craftsmanship that go into every bottle of Maker's Mark. So pour yourself a glass, sit back, and join us as we explore the art and science behind one of America's most beloved bourbons. Chapter 1. Sourcing the ingredients. The journey of Maker's Mark begins with its key ingredients: corn, wheat, barley, and pure spring water. Each component plays a vital role in crafting the perfect bourbon. First up is corn. For Maker's Mark, at least 51% of the mash bill must be corn to qualify as bourbon. The corn used here is sourced from local farmers who grow high-quality yellow dent corn. Next is wheat. Unlike many bourbons that use rye for spiciness, Maker's Mark uses red winter wheat. This choice results in a smoother, sweeter flavor profile that sets it apart from other bourbons. Barley malt is also included in the mash bill to aid in fermentation. It provides enzymes that convert starches into fermentable sugars. Additionally, a specially cultivated strain of yeast is used during fermentation to enhance flavor development. Finally, we have water. The distillery sources pure spring water from its own well located on site. This mineral-rich water is essential for mashing and diluting the whiskey before bottling. By sourcing ingredients locally whenever possible, Maker's Mark supports regional agriculture while ensuring quality control over their raw materials. Chapter 2. Mashing process. Once all the ingredients are gathered, it's time for the mashing process, a crucial step in whiskey production. The first step involves mixing ground corn with hot water in large mash tanks. The heat helps dissolve the starches present in the corn. The mixture is then heated further, typically around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 degrees Celsius, to cook the corn thoroughly. This cooking process gelatinizes the starches, making them more accessible for fermentation. After cooking the corn for about an hour, red winter wheat and malted barley are added to the mix. The malted barley contains enzymes that will convert starches into sugars during fermentation. Once all ingredients are combined and cooked, it's essential to cool down the mash before fermentation begins, typically down to around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. This prevents any unwanted bacteria from developing during fermentation. Chapter 3. Fermentation. With our cooled mash ready, it's time for fermentation, the stage where sugars are converted into alcohol. Yeast is added to the cooled mash. This specific strain has been carefully selected by Maker's Mark for its ability to produce desirable flavors during fermentation. The fermentation process typically lasts about 3 days. During this time, yeast consumes sugars from the mash and produces alcohol along with carbon dioxide as a byproduct. Throughout fermentation, technicians closely monitor temperature and specific gravity levels using hydrometers. This helps ensure that fermentation proceeds smoothly without any issues. The result of this process is known as distiller's beer, which contains about 10 to 12% alcohol by volume, ABV. This liquid will be distilled further in the next stage. Chapter 4. Distillation. Next up is distillation, a critical step where we separate alcohol from impurities and concentrate flavors. Maker's Mark uses traditional pot stills for its distillation process. These stills are known for their ability to produce high-quality spirits with rich flavors. However, some distilleries may opt for column stills for efficiency. They allow continuous distillation but may sacrifice some flavor nuances. The first run involves pouring our distiller's beer into pot stills, where it will be heated up slowly. As heat is applied, alcohol vaporizes first due to its lower boiling point compared to water and other components in the mixture. The vapor rises through the neck of each pot still where it condenses back into liquid form. This liquid is known as white dog or new make spirit. The white dog undergoes a second distillation run where it's further refined. During this run, only specific fractions are collected, the heart cut, which contains desirable flavors while discarding heads, unwanted volatile compounds, and tails, less flavorful components. Chapter 5. Aging in Barrels. With our new make spirit ready, it's time for aging, a crucial step that develops flavor complexity over time. Bourbon must be aged in new charred oak barrels according to US regulations. The charring process caramelizes wood sugars inside each barrel, which contributes rich flavors like vanilla, caramel, and spice during aging. The new make spirit is transferred into these barrels where it will age for at least 4 years, though many bottles may age longer depending on desired characteristics. Aging whiskey isn't just about time. Environmental factors play significant roles too. Temperature fluctuations cause expansion and contraction within barrels, allowing whiskey to interact more deeply with wood. This interaction imparts color and flavor over time. In Kentucky's climate, where summers can be hot and humid while winters are cold, these conditions create ideal aging environments. As barrels age over months or years, master distillers regularly sample whiskey from different barrels, checking flavor development. This ensures consistency across batches while allowing them flexibility if certain barrels develop unique characteristics worth highlighting. Chapter 6. Bottling Process. After aging has reached perfection, it's time for bottling, the final step before our bourbon reaches consumers. Before bottling begins, whiskey undergoes filtration, removing any impurities or sediment accumulated during aging. This ensures clarity while maintaining quality standards set forth by Maker's Mark. Bottles are filled using automated machines designed specifically for precision filling, ensuring exact measurements per bottle while minimizing spills or waste. Quality control measures are implemented throughout this entire process, from checking fill levels and labels to ensuring consistency across every bottle produced. Chapter 7. Wax Sealing. One thing that sets Maker's Mark apart from other bourbons is its iconic red wax seal, a hallmark recognized worldwide. The sealing process begins by melting specially formulated wax, which gives each bottle its distinct appearance while providing an extra layer of protection against leakage or spoilage. Once melted, the bottles are dipped into this hot wax, creating an elegant seal around necks, preventing air exposure while adding visual appeal. After dipping, each bottle undergoes another round of quality control checks, ensuring no flaws exist before moving on to the packaging stage. Chapter 8. Packaging and Distribution. With the bottles sealed, the next step involves packaging them securely so they can be shipped out safely. Bottles are packed carefully into boxes designed specifically to protect them during transport, ensuring they arrive at retailers intact. Once packaged, they're loaded onto trucks bound for retailers across America and even internationally. Distribution logistics play a crucial role in making sure everyone gets their favorite bourbon promptly. Maker's Mark also invests heavily in marketing efforts to promote brand awareness through tasting events showcasing the craftsmanship behind every bottle produced. Conclusion. And there you have it. From grain selection through bottling, the journey behind every bottle of Maker's Mark bourbon reflects dedication, craftsmanship, unparalleled quality standards, upheld since day one. Next time you enjoy a glass, or perhaps mix up your favorite cocktail, take a moment to appreciate the artistry involved in creating such fine spirits. Thank you for joining us on this flavorful journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and share your experiences with Maker's Mark Whiskey down below. Until next time, cheers.